Is the audio even working? Okay, the audio is working. So, this is me reacting to hate comments. And I have my crusty, trusty iPad here with them on it. Screenshots, yeah. So basically I'm just gonna read through them. And I can't think on the spot, so most of this might just be me staring and going like this. Because I can't think on the spot. Oh wait. Admire the socks. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so I've gotten like 3 from this person. And this one is her saying there's not really a big improvement, which is me. I think it was me going from having no lower leg strength and basically bouncing a foot off the saddle in the canter to cantering bridleless. No comment. I don't remember one of the other ones, but the other one is, I was sitting doing the Macarena tackless, and she said, how about actually riding the horse? And, okay, first of all, what's the definition of riding a horse? Hold on. No. 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 I looked up what does it mean to ride a horse, and it gave me, is riding horses mean? And a riding horse is a lightweight horse kept for riding only. What does... Okay, you know what? I give up on this. My point was, I'm sitting on the horse, and base definition, I'm pretty sure riding is being on a horse. And it kind of differs depending on what we're talking about, but also, riding does not have to be doing crazy work all the time. It doesn't. So, yeah. I'm on the horse, aren't I? Oh, this person also steals videos, and then she tries to convince the person whose video she stole that the videos aren't of them. That's like taking a video of it's like taking this video of me in my room, then telling me it's not me in my room. The logic is not logicking. And then there's like 50 from the same person. And fun fact, as I was going through these, hold on. Okay, anyway. As I was going through these, I found another comment from the same person from like a few weeks before these ones, being very nice and supportive. So I'm confused. Anyway. Okay. I'm just gonna show you all of these. Why do you bounce like that? So I can't answer that because I don't. Okay, great, let's move on. I forgot how to speak. So my ankle actually is injured. I'm not pretending. What? Yeah, so I don't think my parents would take me to the ER, pay for multiple hospital visits, and if it was a fake injury, and I also would be outside hobby horsing if it was a fake injury. This was on me putting on Achilles' bridle, I think. The one from Mila. Over there. It was her Christmas present. What? I don't just randomly get things. Most things I buy with my own money, which I either earned or were also gifts that I saved up. I never said that. I never said that. No horse is bad. There's difficult horses. And she at least was very difficult. It's getting better. But yeah. Hold on, there's a clothespin here. Anyway, and also, you don't even know. So, this horse, we had a refusing problem for like 2 months, and that at one point landed me in the ER, cause she chucked me into a wall, and then recently, she threw me into a mounting block, which were ulcer issue related. But saying that I don't know, I don't even know what's going on here at this point. What? Yeah. No, I didn't actually. I was trotting at 2 miles per hour, so basically like a walk, on a bomb-proof lesson horse with no core or leg strength. And, yeah. I don't even remember what the second clip was. But I guarantee it was better than that. They say that, and then 2 later, what? And then 2, and then they say that, and then literally watch a video of me cantering bridleless. I'm sorry? What? Okay, so if you knew anything about horses, you could tell she was looking at something in front of her that was outside the arena, and then spooked while looking at that, and not my riding. I don't even know how that works. Unless I'm going like this, which I do. And you know what? She doesn't care. So what if it did? What? No, probably closer to like 7 because we've had a problem with it recently. Also related to her ulcers. Or like almost ulcers. So it did take me a couple tries. but we got it at the end. And that's what matters. So. Is that even spelled right? Hold on. That's not even spelled right. And just what? Okay. I don't. Okay. I don't know what that says. Hold on. What does that mean exactly? You want to elaborate and actually explain? No? Okay then. Wow. I know, right? That's the face. I can't do anything with that. Like, at least try to be original so I can actually, like, react to it. Like, everyone's seen that at this point. No. I don't know Spanish. I'm not gonna read that because it's a bad word. Hold on. Again, I don't know what that means. Hold on. Okay. So apparently there's a thing called hobby dogging, following the trend of hobby horsing. This activity involves humans acting as the dog in training scenarios, usually without any actual animals involved. Okay, so I understand it, but I don't know what to say to that. I've never even heard of hobby dogging. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay then. Well, we learn something new every day. Okay, so this was asking hobby horsing or horse riding. Maybe because horses are really, really expensive. Yet you can't, I don't know how to phrase this. You can't get a special bond with a hobby horse in the same way you can get with a real horse. But some people can't even experience that with a real horse. Some people can't even afford lessons with a real horse. So, why? Because horses are expensive. I could make a hobby horse out of my sock. Yeah. And here we go again. Do you want to see my x-ray? Do you want to see me in the MRI room? Do you want to see me, well, that didn't work out. Do you think I want to be using crutches and wearing a giant boot? No. I want to be outside jumping how I used to. I don't want to be stuck here. With this thing? Oh. That's gone now. Okay. If you don't like it, you can just move on. But, thanks for the support. And, I want to know how many more, terrible and weird hobby horser content how much more, who cares about grammar? I forgot what I was saying. I want to know how many more hobby horse related, how much more hobby horse related content this guy got afterwards. Yes, it is. But you know what it's called? Imagination. 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 I'm falling. Imagination. So I didn't really have a choice other than to suck it up. But this isn't me, like, it was just me voicing how frustrated I am with my broken ankle. I didn't really have another choice, so I was just like, I didn't really have a choice other than to suck it up. So what's the point of this? Nobody knows. So I do ride with horses. I probably have like thousands of videos of me riding with horses. And you know what it's called? Imagination. 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 Okay, great. Glad we got that reminder. If you read what I said, you would realize my ankle was still broken at the time. I had not practiced in weeks. So, no wonder. I even admitted it myself. It's talking about a hobby horse PF, by the way. People are special. Thanks for the support. Why does my thumb... There we go. Thanks for the support. Why do my thumbs look... Okay, well, my thumbs look different. It doesn't. It's not the best, but it really doesn't. I'm not even going to respond to that. Guess what? It's called a trend. Imagine that. Wow. Mind blowing, I know. This is on a video of me riding a horse. I think. So, what do you mean? What do you mean? I want to know what this is on. Oh no, it's on a video of me trotting over Cavallati bridleless, but she just kind of stepped over it instead of jumping. And as a joke I said, I know how to ride a horse, I promise. Just like swipe one down, you'd see me cantering no hands over it bridleless. Yeah. Okay, so two things. I never said being a hobby horser makes you an equestrian. I am an equestrian because I also work with real horses, but also, you do not have to ride horses to be an equestrian. Wow. Imagine that. It's somebody who works with horses, not necessarily on horses. So I my posture is like, wow. Okay. Okay. Fubney? Fudgeny? Fubbly? Wobbly? That was my reaction when I screenshotted that last night. It's not as funny because I already saw it, but Fubney Goldbleb Fubney you can just like, okay, so let me show you how to do it. Okay, so you have your phone or whatever it is, take a finger, even two, and just go put your finger on the screen and just pull up. Magic. Just scroll. Okay, great. Again, try to be original so I have something to react to. I've seen this 6 billion times. I do not care. I can't make this interesting if this is all I get. No. So, the first one, this is in the one where it's like what I can sit and like crazy stuff, and then what I can't sit and me falling off because I'm laying on Z. So the first one where she like refused and spun around after like a 1.20 jump, I was hanging on her mouth for about 2 seconds because I didn't want to fall and like impale myself on a jump. I would have fallen like with the standard right here. I didn't feel like doing that, and as soon as I could, I grabbed her mane, like right after that clip ended. So yeah, and I also managed to say even before that, her going like 90-degree angle, and I was like hanging on by my 1 foot half on the saddle. So yeah. Second one, I think, I don't even know what it was. Hold on a second. Oh, it was me, her taking a super long charge I did not ask for, and then getting launched in the air and losing, I think, both stirrups. And basically being like, my knee was like that, kind of, and I was like that. And then proceeded to sit up again and go over a one stride. My mind blanked. Oh, it's actually called one stride. I just blanked on the other name for it. I wasn't hanging on her mouth at all. So that's great. And then the last two were her like bucking, going crazy. And I was not hanging on her mouth, okay? My hands didn't really move except for when she first bucked. I had my hands pretty steady, just like up, to try and get her to stop bucking again. She was the one pulling down to try and buck again, which is also related to her ulcer issue. But still, I wasn't like, like hanging on. Is that it? There's a billion more, but I didn't have time to find them all. So, yeah. If you guys find more, screenshot them, put them in a post and tag me in it, and maybe I'll do some mini versions of this. So, yeah. Anyway, bye-bye.